Hey everyone, Samantha Hildebrandt here. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy you joined me today because we have a special day tomorrow for Mother's Day. So if you are a mom, well, that was a very timely moment. I wanted to wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day weekend, and I hope you all have a ton of fun plans for the weekend. But really, I wanted to take this time today to talk about what it's like to live with type 1 diabetes as a mother and the challenges that I run into on a daily basis as somebody that lives with type 1 while also trying to be a mother. So let's go. So my daughter's currently crawling around right now. I'm in her bedroom. It's almost her nap time. And I'm like, okay, how about you crawl around, play around while I film this video? Because as you all know, if you are a parent of any sort, our time is limited. And I'm going to use this opportunity before her nap time to record this for you guys. And, she's busy playing right now. So, one main thing that I run into as a person living with type 1 diabetes and also a mom is, of course, when I go low or when I go high. I feel like those are obviously the two hardest moments as someone living with type 1 diabetes while also trying to take care of a child. Low is honestly a bit worse, as you guys probably know. When we go low, we get shaky, we get dizzy, we get not ourselves anymore. And that's probably one of the hardest moments, I would say, of being a parent and also living with type 1. So there have been several times when I have started to go low and I'm trying to take care of my daughter. And it's one of those moments where you're like, oh, shoot, what do I do right now? Because I have to take care of myself, but I also need to take care of my child. And really, you have to take care of yourself first because if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of your child. And so it's really important to always take care of yourself first. It's like they say on an airplane, like put your mask on before you put your child's mask on. It's similar situation for someone living with type 1. You have to take care of yourself first. If you notice you're starting to go low and your blood sugar is dropping, pause whatever you're doing and go get sugar. I know that can be hard, especially if like you have a baby and the baby's crying, screaming ballistically, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need to go, tend to my child, but I also need to tend to myself. What do I do? The way I look at it is it takes what, 10 seconds for you to go over and grab sugar and eat sugar and sit down versus like, choosing your child first and then going too low and then being really not in a place to take care of your child because you're so low that like you're shaky and you obviously like we hope this doesn't happen, but you don't want to get so low where like you don't even have control anymore of your hands and you pass out and you drop your baby or worst case scenario that can happen. And so it's really important to take care of yourself first. Like your baby can wait 1 minute while you go to get sugar and then you can go take care of your baby properly the way you should. Now, I have been in the moments where I'm pretty low and like I will hand our daughter off to my husband because I don't feel comfortable holding her in those moments. So I'm like, just in case something were to happen, like you need to take her and he'll take her. Obviously, if your husband's not around or whatever the case may be, if your wife's not around, it might be difficult in those situations. But you can put your child down for a second. You can lay them in the crib. You can put them in their playpen or whatever the case may be. If you don't feel comfortable holding your child or safe enough to be holding your child, always put them down. But of course, this is not something that the average human has to deal with, right? This is only something that people living with type 1 have to deal with. And it's hard. It's definitely an added challenge to being a parent and an added challenge of type 1 diabetes. And to be honest, we don't get enough credit for it. People don't recognize how hard it is, first off, just to live with type 1 diabetes, but then also to be a parent of a child and like taking care of somebody else. Like we have to take care of ourselves a lot of the time of the day, right? Like we're constantly worrying about ourselves and our health for ourselves. But then we also have to take care of a child. So it's just an added challenge. But then on the flip side of that, of course, is like going high. Well, we all know we don't feel good when we're going high either. But I would rather be high than low when I'm taking care of a child. But being high is stressful too because you don't feel good, right? Like you may be super thirsty. I tend to get a lot of anxiety when I'm high. I hate being high. I definitely have a fear. What you doing over there, girly? Come here. I have a fear of high blood sugars. So when I get a high blood sugar, I really want to go move. I have to go run, I have to go walk, I have to go jog in place, I have to go do something to get my blood sugar down. But once again, when you're caring for a child, that might be difficult, especially if like the weather's bad. Like you can't take your child for a walk outside or, whatever the case may be. You might be stuck inside. And there's just so many situations where like we're stuck, like we're like, oh crap, it's not just me anymore. I can't do what I would typically do solo as a type 1 diabetic. I have to think of somebody else as well. Thankfully, it has been warm here in Denver lately. And so when I am high, I will be like, you know what, we're going to go for a walk. That's what we're going to go do. Thankfully, she's at the age where she sits in a stroller. And I know that's challenging. Maybe if you have like a 2-year-old, they don't want to sit in the stroller anymore. And so, like, there's so many added challenges just based on your child's age as well. Thankfully, my daughter will sit in a stroller and she actually loves the stroller. She loves looking around on walks. And so, like, I use those opportunities to lower my blood sugar. Being high, though, is also hard. If you're not comfortable having a 300 blood sugar, you're going to want to do something to bring it back down. And that can be hard while you're also taking care of a child. One other tip I have that I notice makes my life a lot easier of living with type 1 and managing a child is if I eat balanced meals, because the more I eat a balanced meal, the better my blood sugars are. And the better my blood sugars are, the less I have to worry about my blood sugars. And then I can just be a normal person. Like I can live my day normally, like a normal human would, a normal parent would. And so the more I can take care of myself, my body, eating healthy, eating balanced meals, the better off that I'll be as a parent. And the better off my blood sugars will be. So it's like a killing two birds with one stone situation. So I just think, the more you take care of your blood sugar and the more you take care of yourself and your health overall, the better off you'll be in so many ways. In so many ways. But also you'll just be a better parent. The other thing is like pre-bolusing is pretty tough with a child. I'm also an MDI, which makes it even harder because I have to like manually take out a pen, put on a needle with a child right there. It's sketchy sometimes. Life of a parent, you guys, she's crying. So I might have to put her to bed and I might have to switch locations to film this video. So this is such a good Mother's Day video. It's not, it's just true life of living with a child. I'm going to put her to bed. One sec. Okay, so I just put Lucy to sleep. Sorry, I had to switch locations. I was in her bedroom, but now I am out of her bedroom. So, life of being a mother, right? We just have to do what we can when we can. Yeah, so pre-bolusing is really tough. That's definitely another thing I think is a challenge because while I would love to pre-bolus before every meal, it's just kind of unrealistic as a parent. My husband and I, we go out to eat a lot, and I'm just painting a picture for you guys. Like, we'll sit at a table, and let's say we're getting Mexican food. Like, they drop off the chips, and I'm holding our daughter, and I'm like, okay, wait, Ian, my husband, I'm like, you have to hold her for a second because I have to take my insulin, and I'm on MDI, so I have to, I have to pull out my insulin pen, and I have to put a needle on, which is also just like, you don't want a needle around a child either. So I have to like hurry, put the needle on and give myself insulin, put the needle away and then like wait 15 minutes, but then maybe I'm holding my daughter again. And I don't know, it just like it gets difficult. It's just, an added challenge that people don't think about that don't live with type 1 diabetes, right? Like they just go to a restaurant with their kids and they eat. And that's not how it works when you live with type 1 diabetes. There's a added challenge for sure. But then even on the flip side of that, if you're like, hey, today I'm going to pre-bolus, because I know I have to watch my kid, you pre-bolus, the kid starts screaming, you have to put them to bed, they fall, something happens. Then you realize it's been 45 minutes since you took insulin and you haven't eaten anything. That means a low is coming soon. And so, there's a lot of things that we do as people living with type 1 that is amazing. Honestly, like we are amazing people. And the world just doesn't understand what we go through, and it's annoying, but we're amazing. And really, I just wanted to jump on here because Mother's Day is tomorrow, and I wanted to wish all of you a happy Mother's Day. And I wanted to say that I see you. I see all the hard work that you do every day. And I also wanted to give a shout out to the parents that don't live with type 1 diabetes, but they care for a child that lives with type 1 diabetes. That is a whole nother challenge that you all have. And I see you all as well. It's definitely not easy taking care of a child that lives with type 1. It's probably harder, honestly, than the flip situation of me living with type 1, taking care of a child. And so I see you all too. If you're a mom watching this and you have a kid that has type 1, you are magical people. You're doing a great job. So don't stress, like if something's going wrong and your kid just, their blood sugars are all over the place, like you're doing great. So give yourself a pat on the back. Take a break tomorrow. Go to the spa. Go for a walk by yourself. Go take some time to yourself because you deserve it. And if you are somebody living with type 1, you also deserve it. So every mom out there deserves it, no matter what disease they live with or what situation they're in. We're all amazing people. And I just wanted to say happy Mother's Day. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you all next week. Bye. If you are looking for a Mother's Day gift, still at this point, I feel you. I know it's so hard to get moms a gift. You're like, what do I get you? Like, I love you so much, but like, what shows my appreciation for you? Well, if you're still looking for a gift, head over to type1tribe.com and look at some of the options that we have on there. We have some cute tank tops, some crop top t-shirts, we have hats, we have notebooks. There's things on there that your mom would love. And so go ahead on over to type1tribe.com, check it out, and get your mom an awesome Type 1 Tribe Mother's Day gift. All right, everyone, I'll see you next week. Bye.